Information towards long already. Tadpole will be tested as they go aggressive up towards A, jumping across like madmen. And Odios space of the first frag. Already Copenhagen Flames off to a good start. The rotation makes its way through. Asilion holding into his boiler now. Looking to find something. It's messy, but he'll just about find the frag. And will fall away as well when he finds a second. Huge. Can pick himself a USPS as well. Yabi shuts things down as they flawless round for the T side. Util used already. Nice nade from Extinct, could do a bit of damage, but won't quite hit his mark in the Molotov. Well, in the Molotov he sits, in the Molotov he's dropped. Nodios good for 2, doubles up. Artist dropped already. Significant amount of advantage in favour of the T side, and with information gained as well as they clear that B bomb site. Well, the 3 remaining CTs have got a tough task of trying to hold on something here. Now Manx is lurking towards Boiler. It's about who spots who first. Manx, when we dropped, no damage even replied or responded on towards the CT-sided player, Tadpole. 4 versus 3. Will they even attempt the retake? That's the real question. I think it's probably a smart decision to just try and keep hold of these. Played Inferno 4 times, and they've lost all 4 times. Their biggest loss was a 16-3 versus Lingby Vikings. It's not their most... Once again, Pole Flash coming over. Matt, a lot of damage done there. But he picks up the first frag on the left. Does not matter. Doesn't spot the first crossing, doesn't spot the second, however. Information gained, but Instinct's good for 1. Traded out quickly, however. Leaving Mazza to be forced away with the Molotov. Nice. As he will be able to get a bomb plant in. The retake will be ensued. In they come, and in they try and make something happen. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 on the retake. What a damage done, Mazza. And 14 HP. Tadpole and Giraffe drop to half HP themselves. Yabi pushes his way through, but it's aggressive, and he's punished for it. Utility expended in they come. Manx holding close in the smoke. Needs to be good for a couple. Looking for the first, finds a second. Nikodos, one of his own on towards Artist. 2 for Manx, 2 for Nikodos. 1 player left to find Mazza with the AWP. All 3 players low on HP as Mazza's just going to attempt to keep hold of this AWP, but he won't manage that. It's a little bit of damage towards Nodios. Nice, he's flashed off the angle. He needs to try and stay alive, and he won't manage to do that. Droff gets the first man advantage in favour of the SMGs, and they were able to pick up a gun. Nice shot from Nicholas, though. Artist brought it back to a 4 versus 4. The MP9 running in behind. Nicholas plays shotgun AWP again, and no scope, of course it hits. It's Nicholas. Well, as the bomb goes off, no dozier nade at all, so a comfortable 5th. In Mazza's going for the peak, and he drops as the UMP. Good at close range as Yabi doubles up. Manx is one of his own towards draw. In a matter of seconds, these full buys are being absolutely deleted left, right, and centre. It is just a brilliant showing from Copenhagen Flames. They well and truly look like the better side on the server. And well, for Copenhagen Flames, this has just been stunning. UMX not quite the same. The bomb dies are the retake will ensue. Oh, it's just good for 1. Bomb about to go off, and well, Copenhagen Flames, that means it's the 6th run on the board. 3 players remain as well. They were able to muster up a full buy, but it's already been put to good use as Nodios good for the first with the smoke Extinct. Feels the full effect of that AK. And he gets domed in towards top car. Swinging in towards long. Mazza walks right into the crosshair to the Cillion. He's good for 1. But Artist, one of his owners was Nodios. Nice trade from him. Takes a huge chunk with a nade. And well, Yabi will finish things off through the smoke as well. Artist not managing to escape, regaining the significant man advantage. It's a 2 versus 4 here. Still making the way towards A. One and towards apartments. Mankey's declared his first angle. He's dinked and dropped. Giraffe, good for one of his own. Brings it to a 3 versus 2. But Nicholas is holding the angle, and Giraffe needs to be careful not to overextend him. His shot uncharacteristic misses that. Doesn't the second time, however. Of course he doesn't, leaving all on the Tadpole. It's been a stunning showing from Copenhagen Flames. They're showing why they came into this game as the clear favourite. Hunting. I don't think they'll have enough time to find him, but nonetheless, it's a 7th round on the board. Bomb goes off, and well, you know what that means. Brilliant, to say the least. Two have jumped out from balcony and looking to make it a third as well. Lots of utility expended in towards short. Swing coming through. Tabol's good for one. Draw off one of his own, but Cillian in for the trade on towards the youngster. Still then remain alive. It's 3 versus 4 ensuing here. Nicholas good for one and towards Mazza. Nice shot as well. Bring it back to 3 versus 3 as they flood their way in for the retake. Utility expended in towards long. Nice nade from Yabi as well. Does a little bit of damage. The scope spotted from Nikodos of Giraffe in towards short. I'm sure it's to be cleared any second. Odds making his way up. Nodius from behind. Drops Giraffe. Takes him on advantage. And already they flood their way in towards long. Yabi, one of his own towards his thing. Leaving all onto the AWP. And Yabi jumping on the box. He will post himself in towards logs and holds this close angle. Nodius needs to be careful to clear it. And he doesn't. Punished for it. Tabol gets one of his own towards Nicholas, and just like that, it's the first time we've really seen UMX look comfortable in the server, but Cillian hitting those shots. Orb misses the shot, but gains the information. Mazza posting up in towards long. He's getting the position, gets the first, doubles back in towards... Oh, brilliant. Mazza falls back towards brackets, picks up the... We'll see a first round picked up, and the UMX... a good start, and to make matters just that little in the left, right, and centre, and already the rotations may already been called. Mazza not peeking the first, but full blind picks up the frag on towards Nodios, looking to double it up, but the MP9 will be out of commission as Manx picks up one. Mazza and Tadpole, the AWPs, are causing problems, and Manx will be dropped by Tadpole. Shooting. Bit of a resurgence from the CT side. As he comes over on towards the B-bomb site once again. Now only 2 players remaining here. Extinct holding close, good for 1. Make that 2, looking to make it 3, but Tampo in for the trade. He's dropping them like flies, and the CT side have done such a good job of shutting this down. Now Cillian will be dropped, and the AK spraying. Nikodos at 13 HP, just aiming to stay alive. Any sort of damage he does is sort of economical damage. Flashbang comes through, goes for the peak, doesn't find anything as of yet. Shoots close, but doesn't find. Now, bomb. Still dropped, holding in for the flank as well, and with low HP, Artis will finish things off. Doesn't hit the shot, doesn't quite connect, gains information, but that's all it managed to gain. Yabi opens things up nice for brackets, but they're going to force in towards his bomb site. Resmoke comes through, an uncharacteristic miss from Mazza might be punished, and he will do. Nicholas Nodio shutting things down, and Cillian finishes things off, leaving Tadpole in a 1 versus 5 here. Having his final few moments before it's about to go off, and Copenhagen Flames, you know what that means. 10th round on the board. They lead 10-3 and regain that. And now onto their pick. Well, they're looking well and truly alive in the server. 7 round advantage they have, and already a very convincing start. But Artis is good for 2. Spraying through as he drops Manx and Yabi. Big frag as well, as he knew how important Yabi was. The all peeking though and finding. Good for 1. Look, let's make it 2 as well. Big grass over. Mazza needs to be careful as well. The AWP making his way in, holding this close angle. And Nicholas will find the frag, of course, does. Reaction coming through, and it will be a relatively clear bomb plant once they've cleared the site. Now, a 2 versus 3. Oh, it's just good for the first of Cillian. 2 making their way from Banana. It's all into Nicholas. He's got such a tall order here. Spotted as well. The flashbang from Artis was sublime. And, well, that's a beautiful retake from UMX with 3 players remaining. They'll be able to pick up the round. On a 4. Tadpole jumping up onto Hawthorne, punished for it. Nicholas good for the frag, already an AWP out of commission, and the Copenhagen Flames, they've taken the man advantage. Extinct spotting 1 is tagged as well, so we'll fall off the angle as they go chasing their way in. Nodios the entry time and time again, doing good work, and Manx lurking picks a 1, but only 1. It'll be traded out by Giraffe, bringing it back to a 4 versus 3. Now Yabi look at a lurk of his own. He's holding in towards long. He posts up in towards Cubby, and Maz needs to be careful when he pick up the frag. Maz are brilliant. That was a needed one of that. Giraffe gets one of his own, looking to double it up as Cillian swings, and he's found it. Brilliant. Drop the bomb. The AWP might actually better in this close angle here. We've seen already he's like with a no-scope here. Good for the first. Nice shot. Giraffe dropped. Will he clear back bomb site, however? There's an AWP post up there. Tap plants. But Maz will be gifted a free frag. Look at this. At range, he has the advantage. Doing so, taking a bit of damage. In towards apartments. First shot in favour of Nikodos. Looking to double it up as well. In towards mini pit, though. Giraffe good for one of his own. And reloading Nikodos. It's messy, but it will be Mazza who picks up the frag. Now retake is ensued here. For low HP, and technically, or mid HP, let's say, on 4 of the players. The CT side could make this work, and that's a good way to start things off. Manx, good for the first. Now, double stacking towards Big Pit, as Asilion makes his way in towards Bulk. They are holding here, waiting. Slower retake, a 3 versus 3 ensuing. Manx good for the first, looking to double it up, but it'll be Mazza. Drops Nodios, the Glocks becoming problematic, a 2 versus 2. A nice shot from Asilion, all on to 1 man. Manx versus Ortiz, 60 HP as well. No kit in hand as well. Manx will pick up the frag, has got a kit on sight, and I think he doesn't have enough time, unfortunately. For him, meaning that UMX, they've picked up a much needed pistol round. Manx will manage to remain alive with a kit in hand, that's all. Stack in towards sandbags. Nobody else needs to be careful. Manx causing issues, but Manx good for the first frag. In they come. They're trying to make their way on towards this site. He's holding. Spots the information on 1. Draw off good for 1. Manx, one of his own as well as Nodios. There are only 2 remaining players. Mazza and Tampo got to the 2 Mac 10s. Are falling to the Deagles here. As Manx has picked up 2. Nodios picked up 1 of his own. The swing from the Galil doesn't work. And Asilion into a frag of his own. Tapo in there for the trade, but they got the information towards Graveyard, and Yabby will finish it. The Dane's looking good. Nicolas, nice little peek as he makes his way in towards mid, holding and into a second mid. But Mazza picks the first frag. Needed frag that the Orpers dueling in towards mid. Tapo gets 1 of his own, looking to double it up as well with Asilion. He won't go for the repeat. And Mazza running through the smoke. Tapo gets 1 of his own. And just in a matter of seconds, UMX, they've gone aggressive and they open up the round. And well, Manx is left in a 1 versus 5. And there's no point even. He is still holding, trying to keep alive. Arts in towards Pool. He will spot him, find the frag as well. Smoke will be dropped in towards front coffin. You see wary of behind as Extinct and Mazza are making their way in. Manx still holding. Mazza Copenhagen Flames. Economy not too good for them. They haven't gone for the full buy into this round, but losing this will force them into a horrible double eco, and that's not a great way to start things off, as Mike say. Smoke in towards front side. A lot of util damage already expended as well. M4 of Nodios got a tall order here. Good for the first over needed 1. Brings it back to a 4 versus 4. Nice shot from Nodios. Takes him on advantage, meaning it's becoming an issue. Now, when Molotov drops in towards Coffin, the bomb will be able to go down, and Orb and Inform SA dropped over towards Nicolas, who has the slightly better HP. Asilion waiting in the smoke, and finds the frag. Tapo dropped. Looks to spray transfer over towards the banana player. Mazza trying to hold. Missed shot from him. Means he gives away his position. Drop on his own. Another loss from any player. And Nicolas will swing in and find it just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Copenhagen Flames, they've picked up 14th on the board. And despite not having the best buy, to say the least, it's the Danes who are going to pick up the round. Stunning stuff. Here it's now still the Danes in full control. Giraffe swinging through. Information may have been gained. They've run through that Molotov, however, but anti-flash, Giraffe plays and gets a lot of damage across. Now, the ding on towards Nicolas, that is huge, actually. In fact, I mean, only drops into 97, but forces him away from the angle. Asilion gets his first one towards Extinct. Missed shot from Nicolas could be punished. Doesn't the second time, either. Deagle spamming, Deagle finding. Nicolas doubles up, looking to make it 3 towards Tapo on a 1 versus 3. But always fine, finds the first. And the second! What is that spray transfer? No way. Oh, and he doesn't find the third. Unfortunately now for UMX, it will be a mixed buy coming into round number 23, and this could be their last. Nicolas is shot again, but he has gained information. There's at least 1 towards long, holding towards short. He'll find the frag. Extinct. Drop. Giraffe gets 1. Made that a second as well. Low HP. Remains alive. He's shot out finally by Nodios. Artis, one of his own. Bring it back to 2 versus 2. However, Nicolas with 3 HP. He needs to be careful not to overextend. He's been spotted. Now his position towards library. They know he can't cross as well, so they can just hold. Has been able to make his way away. Smoke drops in towards a... Oh, he's not going to drop into towards front side. Manx playing passive now with Artis finding that frag. First, goes the way of Manx. Got a lot of angles to clear here. Tubble playing the close angle. Swinger coming through, and he will find the round. Well, look at this from Asilion on the boost. You haven't really seen this utilised so far as Giraffe. Will drop a smoke in towards long. Flashbang comes through, but oh, unfortunate. Yabby. And Nicolas shutting down Artis. Oh, and that, what a way to...